Hey guys, welcome to Star Wars on High. Thank you for stopping by. We are back. Welcome to 2022. It is officially a new year. It's actually very close to the 1 year anniversary of the channel because my first upload was on January 5th, 2021. So we are about to hit a year. We're a little over 700 subscribers, which is awesome. That is so exciting. It's been a great year, and I wanted to take this time to just recap my favorite Star Wars moments of the year. It doesn't have to be things that came out this year. It's just going to be stuff that I did with Star Wars this year that I thought was awesome. And there's quite a few different items. So I can't wait to walk you through what stuck out to me this year. But before we get started, I have kind of a big channel announcement. We are expanding the Star Wars on High channel. We are adding a new team member. It is Jimmy from Star Wars Complete. You might have seen him on my Thursday night live streams over the last couple of months. Well, he's going to become a permanent part of this channel, making content and videos that are going to be uploaded here. It is very exciting. It's not going to be less of me. It's going to be more of other topics, other videos, deep dives that we are very excited about. In fact, we had to record a little intro. So if you guys haven't seen our Thursday night live streams, go ahead and check this out. You'll meet Jimmy and you're going to be seeing him a lot more on the channel. So Jimmy, take it away.
What's up everyone, my name is Jimmy and I run the channel Star Wars Complete. Aside from the regular Thursday night live streams, I mainly focus on reviews of the latest Star Wars books, comics, and TV shows. But now that I'm partnered with Star Wars on High, I can bring out more content that I don't typically get to make. I really want to thank Josh for bringing me on board to share his channel with me, and I look forward to starting 2022 off with a bang that may or may not result in the destruction of Starlight Beacon. All of that to come and more right here on Star Wars on High.
All right, with that announcement out of the way, let's get into our list. Now, a couple of ground rules before we get started. Number one, it's not really any particular order. It's just what came to me first. Some of it might happen to be kind of chronological order, but this is just the list as I wrote it down, not ranking these things. They were just my favorite moments. Make sure you tell me what yours were down below. I'm sure a lot of us are going to have very similar ones, to say the least, but these were just kind of my favorite things that I saw this year, the most hyped I was, the most fun I had, and I want to talk about them a little bit more before we move on to this new great year of 2022. So, let's get in to number one. And I think we all knew what the first item on the list would be. Of course, it is the High Republic Initiative. Just the whole year of content I thought was one of the absolute biggest highlights of the year for me. Just starting off in this new era of Star Wars. Getting introduced to new characters, new themes, new time period in general, I thought was so exciting. One of the first videos that got this channel started was me talking about the Light of the Jedi, which was, I think, a phenomenal entry point to this world. Between the books, between the comics, the audio dramas, the weekly or bi-monthly shows, I should say, we had so much High Republic content this year, and it was absolutely at the top of my list of really fun Star Wars things to experience. And we are about to get more this week. We are just days away from the next wave kicking off. So this is going to continue on into the next couple of years. But just getting us started, I thought this was such a fun time, such a really cool universe to dive into. So many of my fans, so many of you guys I've interacted with and met have come here because of those High Republic videos. So I know you guys are enjoying that initiative as well. But overall, I mean, if you're starting a new line of fantasy, a new line of sci-fi, I think the High Republic creative team did a really smart job in giving us good content, giving us, interaction with the authors, giving us kind of a, really steady release stream to keep us invested. I just think it was really successful, in my opinion, on getting folks excited about a line of books and comics, which aren't the biggest sellers in today's market. They really aren't. It's not the same as shows or movies or video games. So to have this kind of success for something basically completely, written, I think is two thumbs up. Cannot wait for later this week when we get the Fallen Star. So much more content to come on that regard, but definitely a highlight of 2021 for me was, of course, the High Republic. And we're going to stick with the big hitters because they're just the first thing that came to mind. But of course, I have to put the Bad Batch on here. Now, guys, I know some people online thought the Bad Batch was kind of slow. There wasn't maybe enough character development. It was boring. Not enough happened. I think the Bad Batch was incredibly successful. And for someone who is a huge prequel fan like myself, I thought it was an amazing story to see, an amazing part of Star Wars history to explore further. with the first episode taking place moments after Order 66, it was so emotional to see what happens to Kamino and to get the seeds laid for what comes next with the cloning programs in the Empire. I think was just an absolute home run. And you go back, watch the early seasons of the Clone Wars, and you compare it to the quality, not of just storytelling, but of animation, of scoring to the Bad Batch Season 1. And it is such a testament to this creative team and how much work they're putting into their craft. It is truly, truly successful, truly a great entry into Star Wars media. And I love the Bad Batch. Cannot wait for Season 2, hopefully later this year. It was completely a home run for me. One of my favorite things of 2021. And if I'm going to talk about Bad Batch, you know I had to bring up Star Wars Visions, which I think might have been the best thing Star Wars this year. It was so good. It is just such an awesome idea that was executed so well. These shorts had some of the best Star Wars stories that we were given, and they only had about 10 minutes or more to tell us. And I cannot wait to see if this gets a second season, or if some of these stories, like the Ninth Jedi, get more time to explore their world, to explore their new Star Wars setting. Just a complete success here. I loved all of these shorts. I've rewatched some of these since I made my initial review and fallen even more in love with a lot of these characters and a lot of these worlds. You guys know The Village Bride, I thought was just an absolute mastercraft as far as an animated short, and that theme is on my Spotify, you know, in that top songs played this year. I am listening to the Village Bride songs over and over again. They are so good. Just such an amazing idea, such a simple idea that was executed so phenomenally, so much good heart and craft put into these. Complete, just amazing idea. So glad we got something like this in 2021, and we want to see more. So Disney, Lucasfilm, keep doing this. This was absolutely awesome. Push Star Wars further. It challenged our ideas of what Star Wars could be, and absolutely flawless execution. Love it. Sticking in the TV world and the movie world, I did a watch through this year of the final season of the Clone Wars intertwined with Revenge of the Sith. I did it kind of cut together where the actual episodes from the final season lined up inside of Revenge of the Sith, and I thought that was so much fun. I saw a lot of people say that they didn't like the switch from live action to animation. That kind of took them out of the moment. Not for me. I thought it was so cool to see those stories intertwine, even more heartbreaking at the end. If you guys have not done this yet, set aside a weekend, do a prequel marathon, and tie it in together with those last couple episodes of the Clone Wars tied in, intertwined with Revenge of the Sith. You're going to have a great time. They've put, all sorts of people online have linked, what episode you need to watch. So it's like watch the first 10 minutes of Revenge of the Sith, then watch episode 7, then watch the next 30 minutes and watch episode 8. And it cuts really well. It works really well. It's such a fun thing to do, especially if you're a giant prequels fan like me. Could not recommend that enough. The final season of Clone Wars is obviously phenomenal. And just to see it tied in with my favorite Star Wars movie, Revenge of the Sith, 2 thumbs up. Should have done it sooner. Super awesome. Go give it a try this year. Now, for the final TV item of the year, I do have to call it the Book of Boba Fett. It was at the very end of the year, and the first episode did not blow me away, but in subsequent watches, I've now watched it several times after the first episode aired that night, and I like it more and more. I'm really excited to see where it goes, and I'm such a fan of Boba Fett. You guys know from the amount of merch I have dedicated to the character, from his history with me and getting me interested in Star Wars when I was younger. I was so attracted to the Jango Fett and Boba Fett characters. I had all those toys before I could even understand what Star Wars was. I loved those characters. And so it is just so amazing to me that we got that payoff in 2021, that we got the first episode. We had those trailers, the excitement for me this year, so much of it was around the Book of Boba Fett. So it has to be on my list. I'm really hopeful the show will continue to elevate itself. I think the first episode was very safe. I want to see it enhance itself in future episodes because I love this character. I love the returning actors and actresses they've got for this show. So far, it's not blowing me away quite yet, but it has been successful. And this is such a just awesome moment for me as a Star Wars fan. It had to make my 2021 list. Now, I could not talk about 2021 without acknowledging my trip to Galaxy's Edge. Now, you might be saying to yourself, Josh, I thought you were going to make a vlog about your time at Galaxy's Edge. Where is that video? Well, okay. I had some computer issues earlier this year, and I finally got my new PC within the last 3 weeks. So I have not had a chance to go through that footage. Unfortunately, I think I've accidentally deleted some of that footage as well, so it's not going to be the video that I had originally had hoped. So that's a bummer, but I guarantee you I will be going back to Galaxy's Edge again because I had a really good time. I enjoy Disney World. I'm not saying it's something you should do every year. It's expensive. It's a time commitment for certain. But I really loved the immersion of being in Batuu. I loved the just atmosphere, being in Star Wars, seeing all the sights and the smells and sounds. I thought it was so much fun. Some of the coolest rides I've ever experienced there. Rise of the Resistance is by far the coolest ride I've ever been on. I went in totally blind. I hadn't even watched a video about it. I knew nothing. So getting on that ride for the first time was such a home run. Definitely in the top list for me. Again, not something we can do every year. It's expensive and it's not like a must do for Star Wars fans, but if you have the opportunity, you're going to have a great time. I really enjoyed Galaxy's Edge. Would love to go back. It's cool, and I can't wait to see how they expand it, grow it out in the years to come. I hope they continue to improve the experience. I know Galactic Star Cruiser was something that was really exciting to me this year. The price for that has really kind of limited the option for me to go there. I'm sure it did for a lot of you too. So maybe in the future I'll get to check that out. But for now, Galaxy's Edge I thought was a ton of fun. Definitely an awesome Star Wars moment for me in 2021. For my final item of 2021, and I'm sure I missed some. You guys are going to tell me down below the things that I forgot because there were so many cool things this year, so many fun things I was able to do for the channel with you guys and with Star Wars. But one that's going to be controversial, but I'm going to put it on my list because it was exciting and it does give me hope, is Star Wars Eclipse. Now, I know after this trailer aired, a lot of controversy has followed it, and we will continue to monitor those situations as the game progresses. But one of the reasons this is on my list is not just because of this game specifically, but because we know the High Republic is going to get more opportunities to shine in different mediums, whether it's video games, shows, etc. It's very promising to me. For us High Republic fans, knowing this new era was just getting kicked off, we wanted to see what else they were going to do. And the fact that we got a game confirmed is very exciting. Now that game might turn out to not be great. It might turn out the studio is actually really crummy. The CEO is at least, and we're going to have to monitor that and see how it goes. But at the very least, it gives me promise we're going to see more High Republic content in the future, and that is exciting. That is awesome, and the hype watching that trailer with you guys that first night live was a ton of fun. Yes, it's been dampened by the stories that came out afterwards, but it's still on my list because at that time, seeing that really unique, awesome trailer, seeing a new era in the High Republic explored was super exciting, and again, gives me hope for more projects in the future. So Star Wars Eclipse is on my list, obviously pending what comes next with that game studio, and really, frankly, the biggest excitement to me is the High Republic is going to get some more time to shine. So 2 thumbs up for the High Republic. All right, so I know I missed some things down below, so you have to tell me what were your top moments of Star Wars in 2021. I gotta be honest with you guys, I am so excited for this next year. For the channel perspective, bringing a new team member on board to give you guys more content. From the High Republic perspective, more stories, 2 High Republic shows this month alone that is so exciting. Kenobi, Ahsoka, we don't even know when that's coming out. It could be next year, but we might get some trailers, some previews for that. We have Andor. There are so many things in the works right now. Of course, Mando Season 3. Of course, Bad Batch Season 2. We're going to have another fantastic year of Star Wars, and I cannot wait. I am so excited to be here after our first complete year on the channel, and I'm ready to go. Let's get this year started. Let's get this content going. I hope you guys stick around. Make sure you like and subscribe. Appreciate all your support over the last year. Again, tell me your top moments of 2021, and we'll be back throughout this week covering The Fallen Star, the new High Republic episode, everything we can. So until then, guys, hope you guys have a great New Year's. We'll see you again very soon.